Welcome everyone to the 2025 NRL season. We're lovely to be back here on NRL Sim Sports, our live broadcast here each week, every week. We bring you the best rugby league in the competition throughout the world. And we will start the season off with a huge match today between the Canberra Raiders and the reigning champions, the South Sydney Rabbitohs. What a way to start the season. Both teams raring to go. Rabbits have a few players out. Raiders, full squad, looking to improve their season from last year. Let's see how they both do in Thursday night football. As now Jack Whiten will put us on the tee to get us started for the season. GI Stadium stacked out here for 2025. What a season both these teams are going to have. The Rabbits looking to defend their championship, starting here tonight in round one. We'll get into injuries and suspensions after a couple sets, as Papali'i is the first runner of this afternoon. He's pushed back, but it's a good first run. It's Starling who finds an immediate break. But as you can see there, Latrell Mitchell not in the side as he has a suspension alongside Alex Johnston and who else? Cameron Murray. So Lachlan Hubner, Isaac Thompson, and Jai Gray will be filling in. As now Hudson Young takes a run up. Good one-on-one tackle from the Bunnies. Strange, good early kick. Brilliant early kick. Downfield. That's a 40-20 to start the year. Raiders not wasting any time. Raiders had a brilliant preseason. No injuries. Even in their preseason challenge, they played a brilliant game against the New Zealand Warriors and ended up winning the game by 2. As now Jamal Fogarty's driven back. That's third. Starling will look for space. They'll find inside, but they're going to call it forward. Todd Smith not wasting any time there. He immediately saw from his angle. As now the Bunnies get a get out of jail free card. As Lachlan Hudner sends Josh Schuster in for one, but a good one-on-one tackle puts him down. Davey Morley bumps off one, good bump. As now Mamuzeles, Schuster, they'll look for Hubner. He's put down. Schuster, Graham, he's back in the side. He was missing most of last season. Now Tyrone Munro, Schuster. Jai Gray looks for space. He can't quite get in between the Raiders defenders. Good defensive set from the Raiders. First time defending of the season. As now Savage will look to bring it back on the kick return. Good take, he steps one, but he's nailed by the second. Not sure who that is. I'm pretty sure that's Josh Schuster. Ethan Strange looks for the gap. But apart from that, there's Chris, good inside ball. Coming up in the season, we have this game tonight, and then 6 p.m. on Friday night, we have Broncos Bulldogs at Belmore Sports Ground. What a game that's going to be to start the season. Ben Hunt back at the Broncos. Matt Burton looking to go further throughout his season. And then right after that, we have the Dolphins and Roosters. That'll also be quite a game to... It'll be quite a spectacle to see on the big screen, but we'll have to wait and see how that one goes. But we'll get to that soon. As now Mamuzeles goes wide to Totola. He'll bump off one. Raiders goals this season. Ricky Stewart back in charge. He really wants his team to show integrity this year. They're definitely a team that can prove themselves, especially with a start like this against an underpowered Bunnies side. As Tyrone Munro makes a break. Good tackle from Kyle Weeks. Inside ball, Uena Etkin. New addition to the South Sydney Rabbitohs in the off-season signings. Mamuzeles, they'll put in the grubber kick, Josh Schuster, but a little too deep. Papali'i gets it quite fine. Morgan Smithies hit hard. So far, I'd say the Bunnies have controlled the field position quite well. But Raiders have definitely kept themselves in the game, I'd say. As Hudson Young takes the hit up there, he'll be looking to have a better season. It is going to be a Kalane Kalumanatangi intercept in the Bunnies' prime position to get first points of the season. Davy Mole. He'll try and look for a gap. He can't quite get between. Mamuzeles. Totola. He's wrapped up by Smithies. Oh, no, that's Tarpane. Mamuzeles says go left. Out to Graham. Needed probably one more pass, or Bunnies probably would have been through. As Mamuzeles. Schuster. Through the offload a little too early. Mamuzeles. Inside ball to Jai Gray. Jai Gray's going to score for the first points of the season. Oh, the young rookie. You love to see him filling in for Latrell Mitchell. He's got such speed. And when he has a good kicker behind him, and Josh Schuster, that was perfect. Set up absolutely perfectly for him. Right between the Raiders defenders, and Bunnies will get on the board first. The defending champions shall defend their title so far. As now Jack Whiten will take the kick. He'll take kicking duties from the Bunnies until Latrell Mitchell returns. In what round will he return in? In round 3. So he'll be gone for this week and next week, and then he'll return to the fullback position. But for the other injuries throughout these both teams, Alex Johnston with an Achilles, so he'll be out for a long time. So Isaac Thompson gets plenty of time to prove himself as a player in this Rabbits outfit, and Cameron Murray's out for 3 weeks for now. So round 4. And Raiders aren't missing too many people. Maybe there's some late signings to the season. Isaac Thompson almost finds a good step. As Whiten, Hubner, Kalomanatangi, batted by Papali'i. Tolukola. Hubner didn't quite have the speed to sneak through. Good defense from the Raiders. Xavier Savage to bring it back on the kick return. Good two-man tackle on him. Graham, and I think that's Tyron Munro. Oof, Tarpane, you don't see him go down like that much. Bunny's trying to make a statement here as the Raiders go wide, Canberra side. Hopawate. Recently got to play in the World Cup for, I think it was Tonga. Had a pretty good game against Australia. Now we'll be back in this Raiders outfit. It's now Tom Starling. Gives it to Fogarty for the kick. They'll boot it downfield to Isaac Thompson. Good run from him. Great kick return. Getting over the 30. And thank you for all returning to the NRL sim. It's been quite some time. We're trying to get the podcast back up. But for now, we're just going to get into round 2 now that we have most of the new team signings, and the new players will come in and out as we go along towards the season. As Munro wrapped up well. Chris, and I think that's Strange. Schuster gets it to Davy Mole, and he really gets nowhere. Bunnies this set were pretty lackluster. They got down to the Raiders side of the field, as now it'll be Hopawate who brings it there. Oh, it's Papali'i finds one. Jai Gray goes for an ankle. He gets away from one. There's no Fogarty. Tarpane. Good hit off there. Smithies gets past one. Good fend. Oh, and it's floored again. Mistakes from the Raiders. Now Jai Gray looks for one. Can't quite step. He steps the first one, but the second defenders. And now I've just got confirmation of the next two commentators is coming up tomorrow, Friday night. It'll be Eddie Oliver in the box down at Belmore, and up in, I think it's for the Roosters Dolphins game, it'll be it's now Lachlan Hubner. Sorry to get defocused from the game. Is Walker send a kick down to the corner? Finally, Hopawate is going to get a kick return. He steps one. He's in space. Jai Gray wasn't fully ready for him. He was flat-footed. Hopawate downfield. He's caught, but Raiders in a good position now to get points on the board. As now Starling, Smithies, tries to drive, does well. Oh, Hudson Young, he's going to find the ground. Good wrapping tackle. I'm not sure who that was on the Bunnies. I'd have to check the lineup. Tarpanay is going to look for the ground. That was Ewan Etkin who saved the try. And Fogarty wrapped up by the legs, lifted up. Great turn of events there as now Mambuzeles gives it to David Mole, and Bunny's back on the grind. They're looking to just grind this one out with a underpowered team. I don't expect many points in this one from either side. As now Totola finds a gap. That's huge defensive space opened up by the Raiders. That's now Mambuzeles, Walker, Isaac Thompson. Put down well there. They're going to send it back to Schuster. Or not. Hubner catches the ball and he gets tackled there with a small mistake. Raiders will like the extra field position. Getting to play it on the 30. A little bit of a mistake there. Starling doesn't pick it up immediately and he gets the two-man tackle, so they basically get to play it from the exact same position. Boate. Wide Kyle Weeks. Looks for a gap. He does well. Chris. Can't quite find what he was looking for there. Starling. Inside to Hudson Young. But interchange is being made now, and I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's, oh, Zach Hoskins. What a run from him. And he holds the ball. Does well there for the Raiders. Coming on is Pasami Solo, and there's a good kick. It's going to be Kyle Weeks for the first points for the Raiders. Exactly like the Bunnies' first one. Nice little grubber kick in on the tip of the toe. Gets it through a few defenders, and Kyle Weeks pounces on it. Raiders for the first points to tie it up here as long as Fogarty can get the kick. If Bunnies and Raiders can keep their games to this for the upcoming weeks, so close, nitty-gritty games, because we don't currently have an upcoming game screen for our tab, but that is in the works soon. We will get to that in future weeks of the season. And scheduling for this probably will be very messy because of live time and getting out games. So we will have to wait and see how that goes. But so far, what a start to the season. Bunnies, honestly, they're probably coming off with a little bit of deconfidence as Latrell Mitchell got off to play for the Indigenous All-Stars in the All-Star game and for the World Club Challenge. And so did Cameron Murray and Totola, but all three of them got injured throughout it. So now they're going to be missing for a couple weeks, including the off-season training. As now Hoskins looks for a space, goes inside to Solo, to Sami Solo. Zach Hoskins is such a strong runner when he can get on a roll. As now it's going to be Timoko. Fogarty, not the greatest of kicks, straight into the hands of Jai Gray. But good make-up tackle from the Raiders defense. Kalane pushed back at the tackle there. Bunnies really do have to be prepared for this game because when you've lost a lot of star power, it's going to be a little hard to get a good groove into your attacking football. But they do still have some great players here, like Jai Gray, 100% one of the best rookie fullbacks in the competition. He outdoes a few of the fill-in fullbacks. There's now Kyle Weeks. Can't find the step, and Isaac Thompson, he's another one that's going to prove himself in both defense and attack. As Morgan Smithies just takes the hit up and doesn't get too far. Raiders back on the grind. Sami Solo. Starling. Hoskins. Big offload. Smithies. Big right arm palm. On the chest and said, "Get out of my way." Strange goes for the sideways kick, and it's out on the full, a little too much on it, and he did kick it quite soft there. It wasn't probably one of his best kicks. He was probably looking for sideline bounce for one of his players, but wasn't getting much anywhere in the set, as they're going to go to the left side. Jai Gray almost sneaks through. Oh, Josh Schuster almost sneaking through. Him being a member to this Bunnies outfit will be a huge addition, especially with the loss of Ilias, no longer in the side of... It's now Josh Schuster's turn to see if he can bring the Bunnies glory. Oh, a steal! Havali! Oh, the little hooker playing in the front row. Gets a steal of a pass of almost a late shot there, but Saliva Havili picks up the ball and gets the Bunny second. What a try there from the... I'm not sure how old he is, but I'm pretty sure he's been around for a couple seasons. He brings some depth to that forward pack and a little bit of speed, as we saw. Because the Bunny's outfit in the forwards isn't too quick. But he brings just that little bit of integrity to the team. As now Raiders back on halfway to put us back through the grind. Maybe this game will be... We're only 29 minutes in, but still plenty of time to go. Jamal Fogarty sends it through Josh Schuster. Bali. The try scorer takes on Solo. It's 30 minutes in. Schuster. Look for Arrow. Him joining the forwards on the other side. So Schuster, to look for Gray. Tries to go for a blitz attack. Jai Gray gets wrapped up by, I think that's Hudson Young. Almost a mistake from Gyro, but he makes up for it. Given an Etkin good run from him. So far he's been sound defensively, but pretty quiet in attack. He was quite a monster in the World Club Challenge, considering the flogging. He was the only one to get points on the board for the Bunnies. With a good strong run, he found the gap and he took his chances. Kyle Weeks tries to run through the gap. Sami Solo getting promoted to bench to try and boost the power of this team throughout bench play, considering those short portions last year of in 2024, which we did not record, of they were very lacking in bench depth. Whenever bench forwards came on, it was slaughterhouse in most of their games, as now Jamal Fogarty puts one in. Jai Gray will look for it, almost find some space. Graham, good, strong, hard run. They're going to go inside. I thought they might go outside. Lachlan Hubner hasn't started this game too well, but he's doing quite well. We'll have to see what Wayne Bennett does with him at halftime to see if he'll swap him out or he'll keep him there. Walker wrapped up well. They're playing 7 now with a favourable 6. He just doesn't think he has the kicking game to control and take on the line. And now it's going to be Chris. Young put on his back. Asami Solar, 5 to go in the first half. Pretty good first half from both these squads of 6-12. The Raiders pretty much getting a repeat of their preseason game. Tom Starling gets an offload. He's been quite quiet tonight other than the first run of the game. Oh, deep kick, and it's offside. Bunnies could take 2, they will not. The deep kick apparently wasn't worth it. Schuster puts it into the halfway point, and GAO fans lose a little bit of their confidence. But it's now to a point of Bunnies probably have to score to make sure they can control a lead at halftime. Gyro, good strong run. Out wide, Graham found one-on-one with Hudson Young. You'd think he'd get through the line there. Lachlan Hubner, he's a good, strong man. But he's definitely got that frame to... Oh, another late shot that could have been right at the middle. I think that would have been Morgan Smithy's. Havali with 2. The grubber kick was weighted perfectly. The Raiders defenders pretty much stood there and watched it as Havali Havili, I think I'm saying that name right. If not, please comment below if how to pronounce it. But now the Bunnies will go up by extra because of sloppy Raiders defense. That was pretty bad. As now, to look for it, Jack Whiten extends it to a 12-point lead with 3 to go in the half. This is what you want to see from the defending champions. Even without their big name players, you can see Latrell Mitchell up in the box with Wayne Bennett, pretty happy with his side. The kicking game from the halves has really put perspective into this team. And Walker will bring it back. Doesn't pass it and just takes it on his own. Takes Hosking one-on-one. He's got a big smile on his face. He loves it. Thompson. Oh, hold on, a mistake. Isaac Thompson throws a no-looker pass trying to get through the line. It was worth an attempt, but now the Raiders have a chance to bring it back to a 6-point deficit. And with a minute to go, though, they're going to score. They've got to do it quite soon. Halftime is begging. Good tackle from Kolumna Tungi. He got an intercept earlier. So Starling. They go wide. Kyle Weeks. Hit off the ball by Totola. What a shot. Oof, don't mess with Totola. It's a beautiful pass for Papali'i. That's what the Raiders are known for. Those textbook passes. They've been a little off tonight. But finally, someone found a good ball, and it's the captain, Joshua Papali'i, to find the points right at the deficit of halftime. Now there's halftime as Fogarty will send us into the sheds, as we will see you in a second, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of the first game of 2025. Raiders, Rabbits, both teams looking to improve this on their first half. Last we saw from the first half of the Raiders, huge to get that final try. Oh, as you just saw at the end of the half. Thank you for all waiting, and welcome back to your seats as we get back underway. It's going to be Jai Grader bring us back off to Tola. Interchanges for both teams of just swapping out the forwards mainly. The backs have stayed mostly the same. Other than both captains coming off for both teams, as Cody Walker will take the captain and Jamal Fogarty will take the leadership role of the Raiders. Just to give them a sense of control throughout that field. And we do have a ladder for the upcoming games, and that's not the ladder. That needs to be fixed, but okay, so that's something that needs to be looked into finding out what we can do about that. But for now, we'll get back into the game and we'll have it fixed for the next couple of games. With Raiders in a good position here. I'm not sure how they got down here, but it's a good spot to be in. Oh, Smithies! Starling! What a pump! It'll tie it up for the Raiders. Oh, here at GIO, that was brilliant stuff. Oh, oh, all my years as a woman, that's brilliant stuff. That, no words for it. That was absolutely perfect from the Raiders there. The Smithy is taking on the line himself, over putting in the grubber kick. He didn't see anyone chasing, so he just took on the line, found the offload, and Starling found a beautiful palm on the chest. Now tie us back up at 18-all. We're back to a piece. As now Jack Whiten puts us on the tee to find out, can the Bunnies find some integrity to see if they can get their round 1 win? Can they go home with a round 1 win? That's the biggest thing for them right now. Matora looks for space. He can't quite find it. Because if I look at the upcoming games for both teams... Oh, an intercept from Talith Duncan. I think that one was clean because it was a pass, it looks like it. I thought it might have been a late shot, but it doesn't look to be so. Out wide, Jack Whiten finds space on the inside. So we'll start with the Raiders, considering they're the home team. Oh, they play here in GIO to start the season, so that's a great start. And then they're off to Melbourne, and then they're off to Penrith. Then they're back. No, they come back here for the next 3 weeks against Penrith, St. George, and New Zealand. Ooh, Hopawade, brilliant in the air. And then they're off to Kia, and with the Bunnies, they will. Well, they're starting here at GIO. And then they're off to New Zealand, and then they're back home at Accor Stadium against the Bulldogs. That'll be a good game in round 3. So that's when they get Latrell back, and then they play Sharks at Cronulla, and then they play Manly and Lottoland. That's a good ball from to Tarpanay. Inside ball to Smithies. Wrapped up well. Raiders, where was this in the first half? A surge spree of just attacking football. Well, Hopawade almost stuck away from Graham and Centers. That's a good high ball. From the thing. Havali, a full field run. Havali's gonna score for a hat trick to start the season. Havali, what a player, what a time. That's perfect. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, that'll get the Bunnies back on the board, and after all that attacking football from the Raiders, that has to be disappointing. It's now 24-18. What a game to start the season. Bunnies definitely having to put the effort in to get this one done. So Fogarty's back on the tee. Send it to Tola. Havali, what a player he's been this afternoon. Coming off the bench, he got to start at the second half of the performance he put in. Josh Schuster, they'll find Munro, looks for space. Now it's going to be Josh Schuster. Xavier Savage. Find it, and they're going to go wide. Strange doesn't look for the short ball pass. Savage. Where's that attacking flare the Raiders had like a minute ago? Oh, Hoskins can't even get past the defense. Isaac Thompson on the kick return. Can't find the step. Jai Gray looks for a pass. Thought it was forward. Mamuzeles. The referee says otherwise. Held in tackle. Ooh, discipline issues from Corey Horsburgh. This will give the Rabbitohs a good chance to further that lead. Or just at least get downfield and pin the Raiders into a bit of a problem here. Oof. Now Tyrone Munro. Gonna Etkin. Put down is, well, sorry for going quiet there for a second, is Schuster. Sends it to Havali. Has been a strong runner for the Bunnies. So he's probably been top performer of my books this afternoon. That's a good deep kick from Schuster. Leaves it for Graham, who catches it in the air and they'll pin the Raiders down in their corner. Starling, Hoskins. As now. Inside ball to Emery Gula. The Raiders do have to find some attacking flair here and now, as Cody Walker wraps up Ethan Strange. Atara Matora. Could they maybe go for an early kick attempt? No, they will not. They'll just try Hoskins. Try Gray. He's looking a little tired out there, but there's still plenty of time to go. He's doing his best. Go wide. Walker. Almost a mistake. Isaac Thompson drops it, but it's regathered before it touches the floor. Just Tallis Duncan just takes on the line, doing his job. I think Tallis Duncan used to be a halfback, but now he's moved into the forward positions to see if he can improve. Graham can't find that left foot step he normally likes. It's Jamal Fogarty. There's Timoko. Inside ball. Hoskins. That was a well-needed ball. We go wide to Strange. Gula. They'll continue going. Savage couldn't find the step. If he would have found it, if he was home free, Tyron Munro saves the day for the Bunnies. Joseph Tarpanay. Raiders probably have the better interchanges coming in with Papali'i. Now Matora. And it's 4 to Fogarty off the offload. That's just... Ay, the offload. As that gets the Bunnies out of a whole heap of trouble. So now Jai Gray just takes the line looking for a tackle. Bunnies looking to just grind out this Raiders team. Raiders have had so many opportunities now of plenty in the first half, in the early game, and then now late, midway through the second half. The offload game is actually quite good from the Bunnies this afternoon. So now halftime, the last bit of interchanges will come on. Schuster is just going to kick downfield. So Raiders, Kai Weeks almost found a gap. They're really trying to get Hoskins into a groove this afternoon. So now Hudson Young will join the forward pack to see if he can make an impact. Strange. Kai Weeks can't quite find where he wanted to go. Aaron Munro for a gap inside, plenty of room. He's a speedster. Go on, Munro. He's got some space. GIO fans begging, and Kyle Weeks manages to get him around the legs. Brilliant stuff there. Yuana Etkin hit off the ball. What a shot from Josh Papali'i. Cody Walker had an inside ball ready for Jai Gray, but good defense from the Mako short side. It's going to be Hoskins to be brought down there. And it's too easy. Kolomina Tungi joining the forward pack. He puts one for himself to start the season. Oh, it's just too easy for Bunnies, and now they'll put themselves up to another 12-point lead. Right in front, Jack Whiten doesn't miss these. And now the Raiders are going to look for a little bit of spark, maybe a little bit of a Viking clap in the background I can hear. But so far, Wayne Bennett's side has pulled off a brilliant game this afternoon. Jamal Fogarty will put us through. Josh Schuster's going to give it off to Davey Morley. Jairo finds a palm. Mamuzeles caught there. Raiders have got to be sound in defense. That's all they got to ask for from this team. They've just got to be sound in that defensive area. Yuana Etkin driven back there. They can't be ill-disciplined. Early kick from the Bunnies. They've forced that. Kyle Weeks isn't driven back. He might actually find some meters. Good footing. Strange couldn't quite find where he wanted to go. Hoskins hit off the ball. Kalumanatangi, brilliant hit there. It's now Hudson Young was the one. I thought it was Chris that was about to find the ball. And that's a mistake. Tallis Duncan, he's found an intercept. If he finds a pass, he's golden, and he doesn't take it. He thought he could make it himself. But now Bunnies, perfect place to be. Wayne Bennett's South Sydney side putting on the pressure to Ricky Stewart's Canberra Raiders. Oof, just pressure on the Raiders at the moment. But the Raiders 100% did put in a good game. They're wide. Walker couldn't find where he wanted to go. He probably should have kept going towards the winger. They had him 3-on-2. Josh Schuster, he's been a star tonight. His kicking game, along with Cody Walker's game, has been quite magnificent. Jai Gray. With the coming weeks, maybe we could see Jai Gray and Jack Whiten switch out throughout until good grubber kick, and it's too easy for Jairo. Once again, the Bunnies go in to increase their lead. What a way to start your season. Jairo with 2 now. Actually, I didn't think he scored earlier. So that's a second try of... actually, he might have. I'm actually not sure. Brain's forgetting, but... Clearly, that was a brilliant work of magic from him. As now the Stars look a little bit out of reach for the Canberra Raiders, but never say never with this Canberra side. They're quite the team, and they've got 100% to play the players to find space, which is they've just got to find some integrity. But 36-18 to start the season. What a game. Oh, good shot in Kalumanatangi. That's the bit of rage that we need from the Raiders to... They're going to get back in this game. Gray. Or the Bunnies could just keep going to increase this lead. Now, Tallis Duncan. Kalumanatangi. Good run from him there. Mamuzeles, Yona Ekin. Hit off the ball. Brilliant shot there. Papawate, plenty of space. If he can step the fullback, he couldn't quite do it. He had him 1-on-1. But 9 minutes to go. Tom Starling. But you'd be shocked if you're joining now and I was to tell you that this game was close about, I'd say, 10 minutes ago. And then in the span of that 10 minutes, the Bunnies have just gone click, click, boom. But Raiders, this has probably been their best attacking set yet. They probably needed that run to be a little bit better to get just a bit closer for an attacking kick. But yeah, it's just going to be a kick to the corner. But good wrap up by Chris on Munro. If they can cause an error here, that would be the biggest cause for maybe something. But Jairo, he almost finds a perfect offload to Josh Schuster. Oh, knock on Davey Mole. Tried defender. The hooker wasn't looking fully, and he just found the chest of Davey Mole, and it just bounced off. Timoko goes for the right foot step over the left foot. Kai Weeks, what a shot! Brilliant stuff there, as now Ethan Strange put down here. Oh, he's head off the board, but Fogarty's going to find space. And he's going to get another one on the board for his first of the season. Everyone's first for the season. Plenty to go around. They've done what? They've done one step to maybe. A maybe. They've got to land every converted kick, so they got to land everything right now if they want any shot. 5 to go. They just need some errors to go their way, some brilliant attacking footy. As Jack Whiten will take his time on the tee, just looking back and forth at his teammates. Cameron Murray, Alex Johnston and Latrell Mitchell are happy with the results so far, but they're sitting nervously along with Wayne Bennett, watching as the Bunnies have just had the lead shortened just a bit. Papali'i did not get to run onto that ball. Not the biggest thing for the Zach Hoskins. Driven back. Oh, Hopawate, he needed to find a step there. Oh no. It's knock on, and I'm pretty sure that'll be game. Oh, strange. Just tried to throw a long ball out wide, and it just didn't go to plan. And now the Bunnies have a chance to strike and make it 40. Wide, Jai Gray, wrapped up by Timoko. He came in and shut down that play. They go wide. Mamuzelis is brilliant in the hooker position. People were worried with Damien Cook leaving the side for the Dragons of how their team would handle the hooker position. And Joe Graham, too easy for him out wide. $40-24 to end the game. GIO fans, the Canberra fans, silenced by the South Sydney Rabbitohs to start the season. What a game to start the season. This has been really good. Wide, Jack Whiten doesn't seem too fussed about that. 40-24. But work of magic from this Canberra, I will say, I won't discredit them. They lacked in defense in places, but their attacking footy was very well. It was very well done, and they did what they needed to do. They made it close in points. Its Bunnies have just ran away with it here towards the end. Just due to, I'm pretty sure the only word to describe it would be a little bit of fatigue for this round 1 match. We'll get into stats near the end of the game. Jai Gray. Oh, Schuster. Might have a chance. With the way it's going, Bunnies actually might score again. Oh no. Kalane Kalumanatungi, Tallis Duncan, and that'll be the game. Bunnies get their first win of the season to start defend their title from last season. Raiders, disappointing start to the season, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be quite a side this year in 2025. As now we'll go into stats. Possession rate, that really explains it. Completion, that says it all. No, it was just the completion rates. Raiders, too many mistakes throughout the game. Errors 9-2. Tackles 190 to thing. And Josh Schuster getting man of the match. Honestly, I would have given it to the hat-trick man himself, Havali. But Josh Schuster's kicking game did put the Bunnies in a great position. But other than that, we'll take a look at individual stats really quickly. Hopawate running the most meters. Kicking game from Fogarty was brilliant. And for the Bunnies, Jai Gray running the most, and kicking game from Josh Schuster. 300 meters, that's perfect. But that's all we will have for now. thank you for watching, everyone. The first game of 2025, the NRL season, here on NRL Sim News and Sports. And we will see you off in Belmore Sports Ground. We'll send you off to Eddie Oliver. Thank you for watching.